Cowboys.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. It came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hall. He's hit just before he can pick up that first, so 3rd and short coming up from the 33. Now we see he's in some pain after making that tackle. Team personnel out now to take a look at him. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Nice punts here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. He'll work against the blitz. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. Well, he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously, the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead on the first play of the drive. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
That one splits the uprights, and the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And he stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. That's Harris on the right side. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Now looking to throw. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Begins his return at the 16. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. They start the drive with Hall. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Running back sent in motion. Throwing from the gun. Connects with the open man downfield. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 15 there. And that's a Vegas first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Hall running between the tackles. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Quick to the left, it's caught. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now. Back to throw. Set up the screen here for Hall. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this 3rd down.
Great, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. And they're throwing it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This will be from 52 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Short kick gathered in at the 15. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll go play action. He rolls to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Raiders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns. And that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
That's the end of 1, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's an early lead for the Raiders. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Fielded at the 14. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just 1 play. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Trying for the deep ball. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Man, these guys just can't get out of their own way right now, and we both know it's only going to hurt worse as this game rolls on.
Yeah, kind of stuck in a loop right now, and I don't care what sport it is. If it's golf, if it's shooting a free throw, batting, baseball, like you grip it tight, and you grip that ball tight, usually bad things follow.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. On the counter, Hall. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Looking in the air here. Short pass brought in. Breaks through and breaks away. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. See, it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
So 1st down from the 41. Looking to throw here. Hauled in left side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Dive play straight ahead. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Setting up to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
First and 10 from the 43. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, play action. That's cut at the 4. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
He just made a difficult throw to the outside. Look elementary, Kate, and that's not easy. The placement, excellent. And it helped set his target up to put some more yards on that stat sheet.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. They kick the running back in motion. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Carlson now to add one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game.
Cowboys nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 14. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But two in a row now have slipped away.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. On the move, past the 40. Still fighting forward. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, and pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. They'll start this one out with home. Oh, the football's loose. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, first and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. He hits the lane for 9 into enemy territory.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. They stick with McCaffrey. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That's good for a couple of yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Stay with us. More from AT&T Stadium coming up. So first down from the 41. He's dropping back to throw. It's Pickens on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Offense is set. First and 10. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass, and that RPO scheme offensively feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
8 yards to go as they get set on second and goal. Pass play coming here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys chop some of the lead off before the half. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 10.
Raiders 24. Cowboys 14. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Shotgun snap will get to Hall. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Marshawn Nealon, the one to send him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They'll throw it. And he's not quite that pass. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Gotta cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They send a man in motion. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. KaVontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for 2nd.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was 1 hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Back to throw it. Hits him downfield. This is Harris. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. This is taken in at the 13. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Cowboys take over first. And 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Taken in by Harris. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
So 1st down from the 41. Now again, it's McCaffrey heading right. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him on the slant. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. In that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They'll work against the blitz. Completed over the middle. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Blue does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. To the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
I think I could see that sideline considering a challenge down there. It was close, but I think he got barely enough to escape the end zone. Another run might not be so lucky.
Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on 3rd and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Defense made the stand last time. Do they have another one in them here on 3rd and goal? QB sneak coming. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll throw for it. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Raiders will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Hey, listen, whether he swatted that down or made the pick, either way, this defense is going to be celebrating one heck of a goal line stand. But I'll tell you this, that pick, what it does, Kate, it plants a little seed of doubt in that quarterback's mind the next time he's down there.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's Hall once more. Caught behind the line here on second down, which is only going to make things tougher for this third down coming up. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Third and long. They're going to throw. He'll get this to Tucker. And they're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down now, ball at the 33. Dropping back to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead.
31. Cowboys 14.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. Massive hit. The ball is out. And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy.
Yep.
A unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Setting him on the dive. And they'll start some work to do now on 3rd down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
And he's going to be stopped well shy of that 1st down marker. Call it a yard. That means 4th down coming up. Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And they could really use a good one here. And that boot will instead be what starts our 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. It's Cowboys football as we're just really counting down the moments at this point. This game's gotten out of hand. On now comes their punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And this one will careen out of bounds just into enemy territory there.
At their own 46-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Long. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Taylor from the pistol. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. Air it out on 3rd. Dumps it off to his running back. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Right up the gut. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Another carry for him. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Guy plays straight ahead.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Putting a receiver in motion. On the counter, it's Taylor. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? The toss right side to Hall. His run, that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Raider. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. The punt's away, and this one looking good. Angled this one for the sideline. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Design quarterback run here. Drawn up for him. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Cowboys trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He's drawn up for it. Punting unit out now. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Line up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. We're drawn up for it. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He's drawn up for him.